Hey guys, I'm going to be continuing our Devos today. We've been going through Gideon's life this week and picking up today in chapter 7. Jessica finished off chapter 6 yesterday, and today we're jumping into verses 1 through 14 of Judges chapter 7. So I'd encourage you guys to go back and read that now. And what I love about Gideon is that he's not a man who has this huge, unbreakable faith. His faith isn't even really one that we would want to model in our own lives. He's got somewhat of a cowardly and weak faith, but his faith is ultimately in a really big God who actually can overcome that small faith in Gideon. And so here in chapter 7, Gideon is charged with going and invading the Midianites to overthrow their land. But the Lord looks at the army and says, this army is a little bit too big. There's 22,000 or 32,000 of them. And the Lord pretty much he tells Gideon, hey, go to the army and tell them if anyone is scared, they can go home. And 22 of the 32,000 men go home. And so they're left with just 10,000 left. And the Lord says, you know what? The army's still too big. If you guys won the victory like this, with this big of an army, you might attribute the victory to how big your army is rather than how big your God is and the fact that your God is the one who fought for you. And so the Lord gives Gideon another task to make the size of the army smaller, and it's actually a very unique and interesting way to do so. So I'd really encourage you guys to go back and read that if you haven't. It's just interesting. There's some things in the Old Testament that to me just kind of make me laugh about how they did things. But anyway, this is the charge that the Lord gives to Gideon. And so the army is small and they prepare to invade. And we'll be picking up on the rest of that story tomorrow. So tune in with us tomorrow too to see what happens when the Israelites, led by Gideon, invade the Midianites. Thanks, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos.